Well, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. My name is Mike Keel, and as is important with nicknames, I got mine the right way. Somebody else gave it to me. I didn't give it to myself. I started riding a bicycle in 1974 in my personal pursuit of fitness, health, and well-being. I never carried the dreams of greatness in my mind. I was never going to be a dominating racing presence out there in the racing scene. That was not my pathway. My pathway was health, fitness, and vitality. My dad had his first heart attack at 26, died at 53 from a heart attack. I didn't want to go that way. I picked a different life route and a different method. And we'll have a chance to talk about some of those things, including my simple nutritional formulas for you. And simple works well for some people. It works well for me. I've been the same size 40 years now, so I know that we can help you with things. And so tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to do a clinic on distance cycling, utilizing a lot of my learning experience, including the science of it, and the years of experience training and teaching people just like you how to go out and ride just like I do, go out and have fun. I'm approaching about the 175,000 mile mark in my logging of miles. And again, never entered a race. One of the other things I can say, never cramped on a bike ride. So I think I can speak to those topics and things for you and some other little spots. I came to Hotter Than Hell for my first one in '87, and I've been addicted to it ever since. I love coming up here. I love the way the community gets behind and involved with and supporting of the ride and putting it on. I like the community support outside of the people that put it on and do it. The whole city seems to get involved and engaged with it. I like the way the cyclists have treated this kind of like their, pardon the religious connotations, but their Jerusalem or their Mecca or their Bethlehem. But you know, it's almost a pilgrimage of these men and women to come back and to do this year after year, and the traditions, the relations. I talk with a lot of my friends about some of the flyovers that we've had and experienced at the start of the ride, and how those flyovers have felt different some years from others and different feelings to them. But it's really a unique event. And I say that because I want you to have that kind of enjoyment of it. And if your ride experience is a exercise in self-destruction, if it's suffering, if it's pain, if you're not finishing feeling like you've got money in the bank, if you're not finishing feeling like, I want to do that again, then I want to make a change from that first part to that latter part. Because for the group that we work with, that's our goal. We want them to have a successful ride. And a successful ride means that when they finish, they're standing up on their own power. That's one of the first rules. You know, they haven't spent it all out there, okay? They still got money in the bank so they can stand up on their own power. Number two, they're smiling, which means it's a nice, pleasant standing up. And number three, they're speaking coherently. Okay? They can't be blithering lunatics at this point. They've got to be still having some brain power going on up there. That's a successful ride. And I know some of you are out there thinking, man, this guy is crazy. He can't begin to know what he's talking about. Started coming out here and working it in '87, was a tech support guy, providing mechanical support on the route. I saw all sorts of people out there struggling with all sorts of stuff, and I saw others enjoying the ride. I saw not just a handful of people each year, I saw hundreds, sometimes thousands, providing support out there on the road. I don't know about you, but to me it's cool after you make the left turn at Iowa Park and you go down for a ways and you hit that and you make the right turn and you're heading back out west and you see the rolling roads out in front of you and all this kind of, I like it because it's short scenery. You see all the short scenery around it, the mesquite and the scrub, but right down the middle of it is this ribbon of colors and cyclists, and it just goes as far as you can see. And it's from side to side of the road the whole way. And it's kind of one of those times you go, wow, that's really neat. Other times we've had those ride outs from Breakpoint 2 where the rising sun is to the right and the setting moon is to the left, sometimes in its full shape. It's a great experience to be out there. So, to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to wake you up. I know some of you are already going to sleep. You had a long day, you worked hard to get here. Now that you're here, it's kind of like those riders that get through Hell's Gate. As soon as you get through the hurdle, you settle in, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to wake you up a little bit, because I like to get you engaged in the process of helping me determine the content for tonight's clinic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start somewhere, and I'm going to go person to person in the room, and I'm going to ask you for a question. And I'm going to put your question up on the board. I'm going to get a different question from every person, because nobody in the room can say, oh, I like his question. Just put a ditto on that. No, I don't play that way. I want you to play, so bring me a question.